Running program week 2. As per usual, every running program should start off with a warm-up. I've included an example of what you could do. This example, set out 2 cones 10 meters apart. Then for roughly 5 to 10 minutes, you repeat the following drills. Jog from point A to point B and then back again and repeat. Then run high knees, then back. Run butt kicks, then back. Side shuffle, high kicks, bear crawls to the 1 point, and then the reverse bear crawls back to the start. Then you will do 3 sprints. Each sprint you'll sprint from point A to point B and then walk back. Sprint from point A to point B, walk back. You would then lie on your back, do 10 single leg glute bridges left, 10 single leg glute bridges right, and follow it up with 5 explosive squat jumps. The key over there is to get full hip extension as you jump up, followed by a soft landing. After you've completed 1 circuit of the warm-up, you can repeat it for another 2 or 3 rounds until you feel ready to do either of the running day workouts. You can use this warm-up before every single running workout. The first running workout for the week is a 6-kilometer run. Last week we did a 5-kilometer run. We've increased the distance by 1 kilometer. If it's your first run, take it easy on this jog. If you have a couple of runs under the belt, try and run at a faster pace and pushing the intensity slightly. Take note of how long it took you to do the run. We might repeat a 6-kilometer run sometime in the future, and we would like to see if there's any improvement. For the second running workout, we are focusing on developing speed and anaerobic threshold. There are 2 parts to this program. The first part, I want you to choose a distance, roughly 50 meters in length. Put down 2 markers between this distance so you know how far you're going to run. Then you're going to set a timer to go off every minute. This drill is called death by intervals. On the first minute, you'll do 1 run, which is 1 rep. So running from point A to point B. Rest whatever time you've got left of your minute. On the second minute, you'll do 2 reps. So you run from point B to A and back again. Rest whatever time you've got left of that minute. During the third minute, you'll do 3 reps. And you'll continue in this fashion until you can't make the full distance in the allocated time. In other words, death by intervals. It's important to note that in this drill, the goal is to go for as long as possible. So you have to keep on adding reps until you cannot make all the reps in the allocated time. So your running will progressively get more and your rest will progressively get less. You will end this day with 3 1-kilometer time trials. All right, I want you to run every single kilometer at high intensity. After each kilometer, you get to rest 3 minutes. Time each of these kilometers and note your times and see how much you are improving or getting worse over the course of the 3 intervals. For the third running workout, we're focusing on developing change of direction and agility. 2 parts to this program. The first part is a T agility run, and the second part is an Illinois agility test run. For the T agility run, you'll set out cones in a T fashion as per the picture. You'll sprint from the starting line to point 1, side shuffle to point 2, side shuffle to point 3, side shuffle to point 1, and then back pedal to the start. You will do this as quickly and as fast as possible. Try and repeat 1 shuttle every 30 seconds. Whatever time you've got left, you will rest. Do this for 10 minutes, which means you will get in 10 reps of the T agility drill. You will then move on to the Illinois agility test. Set out your cones as per the picture. You will then start on cone A. Straight line sprinting to cone B, turn around and sprint to the cones at point C. Then you will zigzag through the cones all the way to D, and then turn around and zigzag all the way back to cone E, which is also cone C. You'll then sprint straight to cone F, and you'll finish at cone G. Once you've completed this drill, you can rest at point G, and on the next drill, do the whole test in reverse. Aim to get this test under 20 seconds. Repeat the test every 40 seconds and keep going for 10 minutes. If you get this done, you'll be able to get 15 reps in 10 minutes. Once again, the goal behind these running drills is to do them as hard and fast as possible. After each day of running, you can follow up with some static stretching. Just a refresher on what kind of stretching you should be doing before and after the workouts. Before any running workouts, never static stretching. Static stretching makes the muscle relax and ultimately will decrease performance. Dynamic stretching, like running, leg swings, push-ups, squats, and bodyweight drills, will excite the muscle and will ultimately increase performance. Let's put your training week together. You have a bunch of running workouts and a couple of functional training workouts also posted to the YouTube channel. The idea is to separate each running workout with a day's rest, and the same with the functional training workouts, separate them with a day's rest. You decide how often you can train, but it's good to do a balance of both of these kind of workouts. If you're only going to do running on day 2, day 4, and day 6. If you're only going to do the functional training workouts, day 1, day 3, and day 5. If you're going to do both of them, on the first day you can do functional training, second day running, third day functional training, fourth day running, and you can continue in this fashion. Feel free to add a rest day in between, but continue in the fashion of doing functional training and running workout.